You're never too old. You're never too out of shape. You're never too sick to start moving your health and vitality and energy in the direction you wish it to go. Little story. I'm 55. When I think I was 45, I decided that I wanted to do martial arts. I had done it when I was in my 20s, and I had kids, and I let life, and I was a stay-at-home mom, and was just doing that for a long time. And when my kids were a little older, I decided, well, first of all, when they were little, I decided to write a book because I needed more out of life. So I wrote a book called A Mom's Guide to Sanity. Check it out. It's a really good book. It still holds a lot of truths that I still believe. But when I was about 45, I decided I wanted to start doing martial arts. And so I could have stopped myself right there and said, oh, you're too fat, or you're too old, or you're not in shape, or you can't do it. But I was like, F this, I'm going to try it. And I did martial arts for years. I have since stopped because it no longer felt like it was an alignment for me. But I didn't stop until I got to, I'm a 2nd degree black belt in Taekwondo. Now, am I the fastest? I was never the fastest. Was I the strongest? Was I the most flexible? Were my kicks as high? No. But for me, the discipline of showing up, committing to that goal of I'm going to be a black belt, because that was my first goal, is I'm going to be a black belt in Taekwondo. And showing up every day, even when I didn't want to, even when I was like, and I whined about it. I whined. But I showed up. And when we had to do a test, it was like I think it was like 6 hours of grueling. I mean, it was like military level of grueling, just push-ups and running. And I remember it was raining and we were outside doing crab walks in the rain. And I kept going. And I kept going. And again, not the fastest, but it was the perseverance. It was showing up. It was commitment and that stamina. And yeah, it was about doing the forms and fighting. And yes, I had to break wooden boards with my hands and my feet. It was all of that. But more so, it was about, do you have what it takes to stick it out? And I say this story because it's a little bit of a health thing. Like, you're never too old. You're never too sick to do something. Anything. It can be anything. It can be walking to your mailbox and back. Like, we get this idea, I think, that we have to go, like, all of a sudden you go from, what is that, 0 to couch potato to 5K or whatever. We have this idea that, like, we have to be these weekend warriors and we have to, like, be at this certain level. Everybody starts somewhere, and everybody starts where they are. Okay. So if you think about your health and your body right now, right where it is, what can you do? What is one thing you can do? Now, if you don't care, then keep scrolling, and maybe you've already scrolled because you don't care. But if you want to feel better, okay, and I did a post the other day about, if you want to feel better, get outside, go for a walk, drink some water, eat whole foods, like, breathe. These are the basics, okay? These are the basics, and everybody needs to do these. If you want to feel, good, if you want to have a long life where you have energy to do all the things that you want to do, and if you're older, if you got the energy to clean your house, or to get up off the floor, or to, sit crisscross applesauce, or to carry groceries, you need to, like, take care of your body. Your body is your vessel. Yes, you're a soul in a body having a human experience, but I would like my human experience to be pain-free. I don't know about you. I don't want to be in pain. I don't want to be sore. I don't want to be like, oh, I'm just getting older. That's bull. It's bull. So much of that I'm getting older is years of neglect. It's also a lot of it's not moving your body, not getting the basic building blocks that your body needs, the minerals and the protein and all that good stuff. But I digress. The point of this is everybody starts somewhere. Pick where your next step is. Your next step might not be my next step, okay? And that's perfect because it's your next step. So what is, depending on your level of health, where you're at right now in the world, where are you and where do you want to be? That's the first thing I would say. Get a piece of paper out. Where am I right now? Where do I want to be? What is one thing I can do to begin that process? And then you have to go do it. You can't just keep journaling about it. You can't keep just sitting and like not taking action. You're in a human body. The human body has to take action. It doesn't mean it has to be forceful and pushing and, masculine and that kind of, it doesn't have to be that, all right? Especially if you're a female. You can be in divine feminine flow and get things done, okay? So we want to get you out of your head and get you into your body to actually, so if you sit and you connect with your body, and it's like people love to just connect, and I'm connecting with my guides, and I'm talking to my soul, and I'm talking to my body, and my guides are giving me information. If you don't do anything with that, like physically go do something with that, however big or small, doesn't have to be huge. It's just information. We get enough information. Scrolling social media will give you information, okay? That's all well and good. What's going to help propel you into the health and the vitality in the money, if that's what you're looking for, whatever it is, you've got to take an action. You do. You got to commit to yourself. So if you're stuck in I can't take any actions, then that is where you need to start. Why am I stuck? What happens when I take an action? What happens when I don't take an action? What action is aligned for me right now? Why am I sabotaging myself? I mean, we need to get into our shadows here if you're stuck in that. So just a little musings I was having this morning. I think back a lot. I think back to my Taekwondo days, and I'm really proud of myself. Like, besides childbirth, getting my Taekwondo second degree black belt was probably the hardest physical thing I've ever done because of the length and the stamina and the commitment that it took. It really pushed my body. Again, I wasn't even in the best shape ever. But I showed up. I showed up for myself. So where can you show up for yourself today? I would love to hear. I would love to hear. And if you need support with your health and healing your body, reach out, because I work with one-on-one. I have a group program, a group mastermind. Starts this week, actually. And I can help you. I can help because sometimes we do need help. We do. And having someone like myself who is a medical intuitive, a psychic, and a healer, I'm the trifecta. I do all three. I see what's going on in your body, and I can help to energetically move it. I can give you guidance on things to do. And sometimes we can't see past our own bullshit. We can't see past our own stories. Our stories about what we think, XYZ, what the cause is, what the root cause is, that kind of thing. So reach out, and I will talk to you another time. Bye.